military occupational specialty of OC-13. They become experts in the capabilities, employment, and maintenance of the light armored vehicle, in which it will allow them to join the ranks of Marines currently serving throughout the world in defense of national interest. As parents, loved ones, and friends, I am certain that you enjoy and share in the pride and sense of achievement. The Light Armored Vehicle 25 is a light armored 8-wheeled vehicle with a 25mm Bushmaster chain gun, two M240 7.62mm machine guns, and 8 M257 smoke grenade launchers. It can travel over 300 miles on a single tank of fuel and engage enemy vehicles over a distance of 2 miles. Its amphibious nature and mobility allow the crew to traverse a wide variety of terrain. The crew consists of a vehicle commander, a gunner, a driver, and 3 to 4 dismounted infantry scouts. The Light Armored Vehicle 25 was first introduced in the Marine Corps in 1984. From that time forward, it has been the tip of the spear. In 1989, Light Armored Vehicles supported U.S. efforts in Panama to bring the heel of an oppressive dictator, Manuel Noriega. During Desert Storm in the Persian Gulf, Light Armored Vehicles demonstrated lethality and mobility, earning more decorations than any other unit. Since then, Light Armored Vehicles have participated in Somalia, Kosovo, and humanitarian operations in East Timor and in Africa. More recently, they have led the charge in the war against terrorism in Afghanistan and Iraq. Since inception, Marines and Light Armored Vehicles have been at the forefront making things happen. This morning, Light Armored Vehicle Training Company is graduating 45 Marines who are trained, poised, and ready to continue the proud tradition of the Light Armored Reconnaissance community and to answer our nation's call to protect its freedom. At this time, I would like to introduce the company staff that are responsible for your Marines training. I would like to ask that you hold all applause until the entire command staff has been introduced. The commanding officer is Major Knitz. Company First Sergeant is First Sergeant Hernandez. The officer in charge is Captain Mossberger. The Chief Instructor is Gunner Sergeant Skinner. The instructors are Red 1, Staff Sergeant Villa. Red 2, myself, Sergeant Grosby. White 1, Staff Sergeant McDaniel. White 2, Sergeant Blissett, who cannot be here today due to operational commitments. Blue 1, Staff Sergeant Lopez. And Blue 2, Staff Sergeant Foraker, who could not be here today due to operational commitments. The next section I would like to recognize is the Light Armored Vehicle Training Company Maintenance Section. Their tireless efforts were instrumental to the timely and efficient training of these Marines. Please join me in a round of applause for the company staff. Ladies and gentlemen, the Light Armored Vehicle Crewman Course Chief Instructor, Gunner Sergeant Skinner.
Good morning, Master Guard, Sergeant Majors, friends and family. You're instrumental to these Marines training, friends and family. Without your support and without your push to help them get through this training, these Marines would have never made it. Your battle on the home front is what helps us overseas complete the task that we need to do to keep this a safe country. At this time, I'd like to direct all the rest of my comments towards Class 2 Type 13. Good morning, Class 2 Type 13.
Good morning, Master Sergeant.
Hey, day 1, I talked about honor, courage, commitment, and integrity. Throughout the last 6 weeks, I've talked about honor, courage, commitment, and integrity. All those things combined is what's going to make you successful out in the fleet. You've been given that toolbox. Day 1 of recruit training, they put some tools in it for you. You went to ITB, they put some more tools in it. You came here, and we completed you off on some more tools. But that toolbox still has room inside of it. You need to keep that room open for the more knowledge that you're going to get bestowed upon you by your NCOs, your staff NCOs, and your senior lance corporals out in the fleet. They're going to give you those items. You need to stow them away in that toolbox. Don't lose your toolbox. Don't forget your toolbox. And don't lose the tools that we gave you that are put in that toolbox, because those tools are going to help you survive on the battlefield in the future wars that we have coming up. Class 2 Type 13, you've been a good class. You're going to progress well, and I hope to work with each and every one of you out in the fleet.
Our guest speaker today is Staff Sergeant Casas. Staff Sergeant Casas enlisted in the United States Marine Corps in May 2003 and graduated from Marine Corps Troop Depot, San Diego, California in January 2004. He was then sent to Infantry Training Battalion, Camp Pendleton, California as an 0311. After graduating school of infantry, he was then sent to Lowry Vehicle Training Company crewman's course to obtain MOS in 2013. Upon completion of the LAV crewman's course, he was assigned to 3rd Lowry Reconnaissance Battalion, the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center, Tuolumne Palms. After arriving at 3rd LER, he continued to train as a rifleman and crewman in the training cycle until his unit deployed to Okinawa, Japan in May 2005. He returned to Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center, Tuolumne Palms, and he began his workup as a gunner with his unit until he was deployed once again to Okinawa, Japan, and attended the unit deployment program with the Combat Assault Battalion in July 2006. After returning to Tuolumne Palms, California, he was promoted to corporal. Corporal Casas then received orders to Weapons Field Training Battalion, Camp Belton, California. After completing combat marksmanship training course, he became an instructor on Alpha Range, Table 2, combat marksmanship. From December 2007 to December 2009, he was promoted to sergeant. Sergeant Casas then received orders from 1st LR Battalion, Bravo Company, in which he trained and deployed to Afghanistan in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. Staff Sergeant Casas was then promoted to his current rank of Staff Sergeant and is now with Charlie Company, 1st LR Battalion. Staff Sergeant Casas awards include Combat Action Ribbon and Good Conduct Medal with 2 Bronze Stars, including the 3rd award. Ladies and gentlemen, Staff Sergeant Casas.
Morning, officers, and senior enlisted members, Master Guardian Sergeant Bemis. Morning, family and friends. Thank you for coming out this morning. Without, like Gunner Sergeant Skinner said, without your support, your family and husbands and boyfriends would not be able to make it. So you congratulate yourself and thank you for that. And excuse me while I address the class and give them a few words of advice. All right, good morning, Marines.
Good morning, Staff Sergeant.
All right, Staff Sergeant Casas. 9 years ago, I sat in the very seat where you guys are at today. All right, it's been an adventure, and it's been great ever since. If I could do it all over again, I would. All right, if I was 18 signing papers, I would do it again. It's like I said, it's an awesome adventure. Deployed to Afghanistan with 1st LAR Battalion, which some of you Marines might be going or are going to be going to today, and I will see you there. So, if you have any questions, you'll come ask me, and we'll come help you out work together. I know you guys had extensive training, you have good instructors. I don't know them personally, but I know the Marine Corps is not just going to send anybody here. So your staff, they know what they're talking about, as you have seen in the past couple of weeks. Quick story, in Afghanistan, we went to Warm Chaw, the border of Pakistan and Afghanistan. And there's no greater feeling than when you're sitting in pitch darkness with the thermals, all right? And then you see your targets. And they don't know you're there, or they know you're there, but for some reason they think you can't see them at night. Until you unload that 25 millimeter, and then your target's gone. There's no better feeling, all right? It's a good thing to know, and then after that, the enemy's just afraid. They are. It's a bad deal to be on the business end of that 25 millimeter. Correct?
Yes, Staff Sergeant.
So, within that, saying that, it's an adventure, like I was saying, all right? You're going to start off as a driver, all right? Many of you don't know. Do not be discouraged. Don't be scared. You're going to get to your unit. You're going to have other Marines that know what I'm talking about, listen to their advice, and just do what you're told to do. I moved up from a driver to a gunner and vehicle commander, and it's awesome as you progress up, especially as a gunner. You know everything about the gun, and especially when you get to shoot it, whether it's training or live, it's an awesome feeling. And as you guys experience, it's great. So just keep striving forward, whether you're active duty or reserve. Keep striving forward. You should want to achieve vehicle commander, and then one day platoon sergeant like I did, and now I am. And it is great. It's a lot of responsibility. It's hard work. Yes, it is. And as a driver, learn everything you can out about the gun. Teach the man above you, and teach the man below you your job. I know you're always taught that. Make sure you learn that gun, and then you start learning the VC spot. All right. One day you might move there if you choose to stay long enough. And it's awesome to be in control of the whole 25 millimeter vehicle when you have scouts in the back. Also telling them, controlling them, and what to do when you're on deployment. So you guys will see that. The scouts are an important thing, so you don't have to keep that unit cohesion with your scouts, your mechanics, and just everybody all around general, all right? Your scouts, they do play a vital role. They watch your back, where you're concentrating on the front, they watch your flanks. Keep that relationship open, all right? None of this, 03, I'm a 13, you're an 11. That's my advice for you. Also, as a driver, you have an important job. Don't think your job is not important just because I'm just a driver, I'm only a private or a PFC. You have a problem with the vehicle, it's your job to keep that running. Yes, the mechanics, but it's your job to keep it maintained. If you keep it maintained, the mechanics won't ever have to see your vehicle, right? So, with that, you do have an important job as much as a gunner, as much as a vehicle commander, all right? Don't want to tell you different. Yes, you're privates, you're private first classes, and that's horrible, you're new, but that don't mean you don't know what you're talking about if you do know what you're talking about. Keep that vehicle running, and if you have problems, let your VCs know. You know, you just gotta let them know, be tactful, courteous, and then let them know what's wrong with the vehicle. Most of the time, he's obviously gonna know more, but as driver, your job is important. Everybody understand that?
Yes, Sergeant.
Great. Some last words of wisdom to leave with you is, remember, always be firm, tactful, and courteous. All right. I know we're all trained riflemen, and you're all trained killers, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
So with that, you still need to be tactful when speaking to hires, even if they are wrong. You have to always be tactful and always be courteous, as you have seen in the past couple wars we've been in. You still need to be courteous to the public and win hearts and minds. It's all about that. But yet, you have to be firm. All right. So when you say something, you need to mean what you say what you mean. So, like I said, be firm, but yet be courteous and tactful all at the same time. And within time, you'll understand that. And personally, for me, I congratulate you, because whether you're active duty or reserve, you all signed the dotted line, you all raised your right hand and swore in, and you're willing to lay down your life for your country, like all of us have. So, to me, that's already a big, good start. All right, just keep the fight going, stay strong, and learn all you can whenever the chance arises. Ask questions. Rob?